Hello and welcome to this webinar to launch the latest round of Electricity North West's Powering Our Community Fund. My name is Helen Seagrave and I am the Community Energy Manager at Electricity North West. And in this webinar I will tell you about the fund criteria, what we are looking for from projects who want to apply to this fund, the amount of funding available, who we are and why we're supporting community and local energy, and how to apply. If you've got any questions, put them in the chat below this video and we'll get back to you as soon as we can. The aim of our Powering Our Communities Fund is to support the development of community and local energy in our region. It's a seed fund that has been developed in response to stakeholder feedback. Stakeholders and customers have told us community energy is a great thing for their communities, but it's got a few things stopping it from developing, and that a little bit of funding that would help give capacity and resources to projects to get off the ground would help there be more community energy in our region. This round, we're looking for projects that meet one or more of these criteria. So, engaging communities to establish a group or scope of project, addressing a specific barrier that's holding back the development of community or local energy, or scaling up the delivery of community or local energy or a project or a group. There's a total pot of £75,000 available from which you can bid for between £1,000 and £15,000 per project. The deadline for applications is the 19th of July and you can download the application form from our website. The fund is open to any type of community group or organisation. The important thing is that your project can demonstrate that it's a community generated idea that will benefit the wider community. That is one of the things that we look for you to demonstrate on the application form. Eligible activities include but are not limited to staff time or technical expertise, putting on engagement events, materials you might need to do that, room hire for example, getting some equipment to help you engage people, or doing some research funding. This is not this is not all you can apply for. This is just to help with your imagination and get some ideas going. But as long as you can demonstrate that your project meets our criteria, the activity will be eligible for funding. So for those that don't know, Electricity North West is a DNO or a distribution network operator. We're one of 7 that operate across the UK, and we own and operate the wires and the substations and the other assets that distribute electricity from the transmission network to your homes and businesses. We don't sell or supply electricity to customers, but you do need to talk to us if you want a grid connection. For example, if you want to install solar panels or a heat pump or electric vehicle charging point or a wind turbine, you need to come and talk to us. We recognise, therefore, we have a significant role to play in enabling all of our customers to adopt low carbon technologies. And we've just recently written our business plan that will take us from 2023 to 2028 and sets out our commitments for how we will help all of our customers reach net zero. At the heart of that business plan is helping us overcome the challenges and our commitment to net zero. This slide shows why it's such an important thing for us to put at the heart of our business plan. Our role has changed significantly over recent times. The diagram on the left shows you what we used to do. Electricity was generated centrally, it went through the transmission network, we took it through the distribution network to your homes and businesses. Now, all of the technologies that we need to help us combat climate change, reduce our carbon emissions and meet those net zero targets are connected, well, a lot of it is connected to the distribution network. Therefore, we need to talk to customers a lot more about how to get their projects off the ground, and also it makes it more interesting and challenging for us to manage our little bit of the network. So there's a long definition about what community and local energy is on this side, but essentially it is groups of people coming together to develop and deliver an energy project that could be a new generation project such as wind or solar, energy efficiency or an EV charging point, or even an electric vehicle car club. And we know it means different things to different people. So if it's an energy project in your area and the community are coming together to do it, then chances are it's community energy. The point about community energy is that it benefits the local community. They're involved in the design and delivery and potentially the ownership of the scheme, and the benefits, i.e. the profits from the scheme, can be reinvested back into the local community. There are lots of case studies of previous winners of our fund on our website, and if you have a look at them, they might give you inspiration or ideas for your projects. And here are a few projects that are delivering under the Scaling Up the Delivery of Community Energy theme. So, for example, Middleton Community Power and Energised Shulver are two projects in Greater Manchester that are working with their communities to bring people together and identify what project they can develop in their area. The Accelerating Community Solar Project in Cumbria is taking an existing idea and transferring it to other communities so more people can get involved in collectively purchasing solar panels for their homes. The Heat Pump Ready project is a project that's been done by one community group to give a toolkit to other community groups to talk to their members about how to install heat pumps correctly. And the Energy Local Kick project is taking a project that was originally done in North Wales and seeing if it can be transferred to Cumbria. These projects are looking at addressing specific barriers that community groups or communities of people might be facing to take up community energy. So Solar for Salford is a Salford Diocese-led project, but it's an interfaith project looking at some issues that are common to religious buildings, such as intermittent use patterns and how they can make the business case for example, solar panels stack up, but also specific issues that might be relevant to individual religions to help overcome the barriers that community of people are having to facing to take up low carbon technologies. And the Farm and Futures project is working and building on an existing funded project that was, which is the North Pennines AOMB Partnership Fell Foot Forward Landscape Partnership Scheme, which is funded by the National Lottery Heritage Fund. Our funding is helping to unlock some of the barriers that project has identified for farmers and that community of farmers to adopt renewable energy. The application process is simple. Download the application form from the Community and Local Energy section of our website. Use the criteria document and the additional guidance to make sure your project meets our guidance. I've told you a little bit about what we're looking for in today's webinar, but make sure you've answered the questions with the information we require to assess your application. And most importantly, email your application to us by the deadline on the 19th of July. All projects will be assessed by an independent panel consisting of Electricity North West colleagues and external experts, and successful projects will be notified in the autumn with the intention that projects run from October for up to 12 months, but they could be shorter if that suits your circumstances. Here's the all-important web link for where to find all of the information. It will also be in the notes under this video. And if you haven't already, please sign up for our newsletter. That's how we tell people about this funding and other opportunities and all the other news that we gather about community and local energy in the North West and what Electricity North West is up to. So if you haven't already, sign up to our newsletter. If you're working on a project and you want to talk to us, please do get in touch. It's never too early. We're happy to work together on projects. And please tell all your friends and family about this funding. We'd love to speak to anybody who's working on a project and might be interested in applying for this funding. Thank you for listening.